In this video, I want to show you a manual tuning method in Auto-Tune that allows you to draw in the melody manually rather than making notes like I demonstrated in a previous video. So there's two ways you can do this, by drawing in line segments or by drawing in curves. So first, let's try this with line segments. What this does is it allows you to manually draw in the pitch. So with the line segment tool selected, I can click on this note F here, draw in a line segment, click again to break the line segment, move up to the next note. So we have a short little G here. Click again to separate it, go up to the A flat, and click again at the end of the note. Now when you get to the end of a note, when you want to end the line segment, you just press Escape, and what this does is it applies a line segment to that whole vocal melody and uses that line segment as the tuning reference for the pitch correction. Now, if you go back to the main pointer tool, you can drag over these to select these, and then you can pull down the retune speed, pull up the retune speed. So if I pull this down, it'll give me a more natural vocal tuning.
Tell me why.
And if I pull up the retune speed, it'll give you more of that flat auto-tune sound.
Tell me why.
So I found this is a really super accurate way of tuning vocals, but you have to be careful about how you do it because it can make the melody sound really robotic if you do it the wrong way. So with all these line segments selected, I can just press delete to start over, and next I'll show you the curve tool. So with the curve tool, this works just like the line tool, except it sort of turns the cursor into like a pencil tool. So you can just freehand draw in your vocal melody. Maybe I'll put a little fall at the end there, and let's see what this sounds like.
Tell me why.
And the retune speed still applies, so I can pull that up or pull it down. So for something a bit more natural, I can pull this down.
Tell me why.
The only thing about the curve tool is it's obviously less accurate than the line tool, because the line tool will snap to a specific pitch on the grid, whereas the curve tool will not. The curve tool just lets you draw whatever you want, and then you can snap your vocal tuning to that.
Tell me why.
Even if it's something weird and crazy like that. So the way I like to use this is I like to use the line segment tool to just spot tune the vocals at certain points. So rather than connecting the line segment to another note, I'm just going to hit Escape and just let this line segment be disconnected from my next line segment. So these middle notes, I'm going to leave that alone, but then this high A flat here, I'll click and drag, hit Escape. So I'm just tuning these two notes.
Tell me why.
So this allows me to go through and just spot tune certain areas where I want to smooth out the tuning. So we've got a bunch of B flats here, hit Escape. And then I've got a B flat up here as well, hit Escape. Got a G down here. Actually, you know, I think that's supposed to be an A flat, not a G. So if you need to move a line segment, you can grab your main pointer tool again, and you can just pull it up, just like so.
Tell me why you wasted so much of my time.
The other thing is that the retune speed is not a global control. It's applied to whatever note you have selected. So this note can have a different retune speed than this note. So this first note, I felt like it started a little flat. So I'll pull the retune speed up a bit so that first note has a bit heavier pitch correction on it.
Tell me why you wasted so much of my time.
Now this same line and curve functionality exists within Waves Tune as well, but I don't find it quite as intuitive as doing it in Auto-Tune, but I'll give you a quick demonstration anyway. So first I'll just select my range, choose a soprano, set the key of the song, so it was G sharp or A flat major, and then just hit play to enter in or import that section.
Tell me why you wasted so much of my time.
So Waves Tune will automatically pitch correct whatever you import into it. Kind of like with Auto-Tune, when you create notes, it automatically pitch corrects everything. So I can go through and just manually move these around and adjust their tuning. I can drag over multiple notes, adjust the retune speed here, adjust the note transitions here, and I can also adjust the amount of tuning here. So there's 3 controls. So right here, there's an option to create line segments. So you can just click and drag, Click and drag, and it'll use whatever line segment you draw in as a tuning reference, even if you draw in something crazy like this. You can also use the pencil tool, and this is kind of like the curve tool in Auto-Tune. So you can draw in whatever curve you like, and it'll follow that curve. Let me pull down the ratio a bit, pull up the note transition, and pull up the retune speed. Let's see what that sounds like.
Tell me why.
So it functions the same way as it does. I just prefer the interface in Auto-Tune. So that's how you can use line segments and curves as a tuning reference in manual pitch correction plugins.